Hi everybody, it's Honest John. We've been hearing a lot about marriage as a sacred institution. People talking about the sanctity of marriage, and a lot of people think that marriage is something that is ordained by God. And they're talking about traditional marriage. Well, if you're talking about traditional marriage, that tradition sure has changed over the years. In many earlier cultures, marriage was between a man and several women. And a matter of fact, this was practiced by Mormonism, Mitt Romney's religion, right up into the 1900s. The reason why they wound up in Mexico was they fled the United States because they wanted to continue to practice polygamy. As a matter of fact, the whole thing about people falling in love and having a courtship and getting married is a pretty recent tradition. Before that, for a long time, marriage was basically a contract between two families. And it was designed to enhance the positions of the family. So, for example, take the nobility. They would marry off their sons and daughters who had no choice. There was no falling in love and getting married. They were promised to each other, sometimes when they were still children. And this was to cement an alliance or strengthen the noble families. And common people did the same thing. Two families would see that they could enhance their position in the community by creating an alliance, and they would marry their sons and daughters to each other. Matter of fact, like I said, there was no getting married for love and stuff like that. The whole idea of this, it was a deal. And to seal the deal, you had either the dowry, where the woman's family would give money to the groom's family, the bride's family would give money to the groom's family, or the bride price, where the groom's family would give money or goods to the groom's family. Marriage was simply a business arrangement, a contract. And the bride and groom were merchandise. Churches got in on the action, not for spiritual purposes, but to increase their political power. You have to remember, back in the day, the churches were very, very powerful in politics. They're becoming more and more powerful today, which is not a good reflection on our society. We're reverting back to the Middle Ages. Please. And it didn't take long for the churches to realize that they could make a significant amount of money by selling their services to the bride and groom, selling their blessings. Wouldn't be the first time. So, traditional marriage, this thing that so many people consider sacred, was a business deal, just like any other. If marriage is sacred, so is grocery shopping. Thanks for listening.